Got him! Oh, finally. Whoa!
Nice fish, Frank.
Brownies don't jump, Nigel. Whoa!
Someone forgot to tell that one. Beautiful fish. At your feet, too. Look at this eel. We've got an eel that's about to attack your fish. Wow. That's unbelievable.
Look at that, he's on his tail. This is Shark Central in fresh water.
Freshwater predators in action, mate. Oh, a trout doesn't like it either.
It's the all black eel trying to get our little European brown trout. Wow.
That's pretty cool, Frank.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
That was very, very cool.
Frank Prokop and Nige Webster have been on a fishing road trip around New Zealand's South Island. Today, they hit a crystal clear Kiwi River and sight fish trout on hard body lures.
This fish is fired right up. Come on. You know you want it. Yes, got him that time.
Hey!
That fish sat in the current. I could see him sitting there, just stood out that tiny bit better from the bottom structure and just twitching a little hard body across him. Came and had a final lunge. He'll go back to fight another day of his own accord. Oh, yep, that one.
Oh, there you go.
Good call, Frank. Fishing light gear and a fair bit of rocky structure, so we'll just steer the fish as best we can. Try and keep it away from the pointy stuff. At the moment we're just opting to use shallow diving hard-bodied minnows and then what you can see, and then work just with a little twitching retrieve to make sure the lure goes right into the spot where you think the fish are most likely to hold. If you can get that lure coming through without them knowing, suddenly appears in their space, they're likely to snap at it. Pretty fish, Frank. That's so cool. Okay, and there we go.
That's a nice fish.
There's the scourge of the local river systems coating that lure now, Frank, the old Didymo. So something we've got to be really careful of when we go back to Australia, that we don't want this stuff coming back. So customs have a very good look at our gear, make sure it's all properly washed. I'll hopefully get rid of it one of these days. Right, I'm going to let this one go and keep exploring. So much beautiful river, I think we should be on the move.
In a fast-flowing river, lure retrieve dynamics become really important. You need to design your cast so that it's going and working at various points in the strike zone where the fish are most likely to hit. The first is a reaction type strike when you're casting at the beginning to structure. Then you're going to get hits as the line starts to curve back around. It's really important not to lose contact with the lure at this point, and then many fish are lost because the fish are actually hitting as the lure kicks out at the bottom end of the cast. People want to retrieve really quickly to get to the next cast, and there can be some huge fish that will follow that you will miss. So what we want to do is cast upstream, wind just as quickly as the current comes, and at that point where it kicks out, we turn the rod around to give it that little bit of extra action where the fish are likely to strike. We use a lure that works well and we fish it all the way to the rod tip. If we do that, I guarantee your catch rates will improve.
Oh, yeah. Got him. Saw a little shape out in the middle of the river. It just seemed to move and I thought, this has got to be a rock. And I cast over it and it just flew off course and smashed this thing. Woo! Oh yes. These are average size river fish for New Zealand in these parts. I'd love to have these as our average size river fish across the board in Australia, but we'll do with what we have. Make the most of a holiday abroad playing with these guys. That's so cool. Pristine location. It certainly lived up to my expectations when I wanted to come to New Zealand. So much wanted to come for the visual aspects. Spent a lot of time blind casting in Australia with a variety of lures, but to be able to see fish and see how they behave, it's where I think you really start to learn a lot about the underwater environment and how fish really view your lures and the way they attack them. It teaches you so much for when your casting blind. Oh, there you go, mate. Time to go away and get big and angry in these beautiful waters. See you later.
I love fishing and reading the waters, and one of the great things about these is not just the sight fishing for fish that you can see, but for looking for current lines, for creases, for undercut banks where trout might possibly lie, and then putting a lure in the perfect spot and watching for that beautiful flash of silver, that little tug on the line, and away you go. Got him! Oh! Finally! Whoa!
Nice fish, Frank.
Brownies don't jump, Nigel. Whoa!
Someone forgot to tell that one. Beautiful fish. At your feet, too. So often they followed all the way in. Mate, you've had a few misses today. I knew you'd come good, especially in waters that you know pretty well. Look at this eel. We've got an eel that's about to attack your fish. Wow, that's unbelievable.
Look at that, he's on his tail. This is Shark Central in fresh water.
Freshwater predators in action, mate. Oh, trout doesn't like it either.
It's the all black eel trying to get a little European brown trout. Wow.
That's pretty cool, Frank.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's very, very cool. It's almost closed down time. We're almost losing the light to fish. There'll be another time where Prokop and Webster will join up again and have some fun. Let's get this one in and get it back in the water. Here you go, mate. I'll do the honours for you, seeing as you worked so hard today.
Thank you, Nigel.
Come on. Come on.
Whoa! I don't know if it doesn't like you or the eel
it doesn't
more.
like me. Shows you how good their eyesight is, that you can come close to them.
There we go.
Well done, Frank. A beautiful New Zealand brown finish. Great day on the water. That's why you pay lots of money to come back and do this again.
Wild caught South Island brown trout.
Beautiful. And I'll certainly be back to do it again. Let's get this guy back. I reckon good steak in one of the local pubs and talk about the day's fishing. Time to let this one go, Frank, and find our way back to the car.
These New Zealand rivers fish particularly well in April, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to get back up here and have another crack when the fish will be chunky and pre-spawn and ready to go.